Good morning. Hey, what's up? This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. 72 degrees, lovely day out there. Gosh, I wish it was this flat on weekends so I could go fishing, but it doesn't look like it's going to be this weekend. Big winds again. Well, it looks like it's monkey fucking hammering Friday again. Oh, man, don't worry about it. You know why we don't worry about it? Because we don't give a jar of fucks today. And the reason we don't, because these provide great opportunities to buy the fucking dip. And I think we warned you at the beginning of this show that there might be some adult language here. So please put the children to bed, or if it's, yeah, even if it's morning, put them to bed. Don't let them hear this. I usually try to not put the colorful language in here, but I thought I could, get away with it today a little bit. And that's how you feel sometimes when you see these markets get monkey hammered like this. However, if you've been watching our show for the last several months now, you know that this monkey hammering does nothing more than provide us. That gets you a little bit angry because you want this stuff to like double overnight, don't we all? But that's not reality. But it does provide us, these monkey hammerings provide us the opportunities to buy the friggin' dips. There, I didn't say it. So, again, don't worry about it when you see prices down like this. Just put it in your jar of fucks and just wait for the next day or next week. This dollar strength and this kind of monkey hammering only is temporary. And really, I think for the most part right now, they're just trying to cover shorts, or somebody's trying to help these shorts cover in gold and silver. Meanwhile, let them do it, and it provides you the opportunity to buy physical silver and gold at cheaper prices, in my opinion. Let's go into the news here. Not an awful lot on ZH. I like to look at ZH every day. Kind of pulled up the GATA site. We're going to look at this more often. And again, I want this to be, you should put this on your bookmarks, GATA.org. It's a great site. And again, the point of my videos here is not just to talk about what I think the gold and silver prices are, or just what, I want to talk about, or selling my business. The point, and again, I am selling my business here, and I'm trying to increase my local business and sell more product. However, this is twofold. If I can educate you and give you the tools that I have to make you a smarter buyer, it's a win-win for all of us. If you're a smarter buyer and a smarter seller, you're going to make more money, and you're going to appreciate the fact that I've given you these tools. You never forget the people that teach you how to fish, and that's what I'm trying to do, is teach you how to fish. So definitely put GATA.org. It's a legit site. These guys know more about gold and silver markets and how they're monkey hammered than anybody they know more than the regulators. They even probably know more than the monkey hammerers themselves. So you definitely need to have GATA.org on your radar here. Put it on your trusted favorite bookmarks up there. And when you get a chance, I'm not saying every day, but when you get a chance, if you're watching my video, or whatever, and you're looking into precious metal prices, do kind of update yourself once a week on their site. They do put new stuff on. Today, saw this, and McGuire, he's one of the big gold and silver traders out there, always writing stuff, good writer too. Talks at the Silver Squeeze. London metals trader Andrew McGuire says tonight in his weekly interview with Sharon Moran, and we're not going to watch his interview here, but you can if you'd like. It's a free website, and again, good information. Isn't just a retail problem, but a problem for wholesale dealers too. Now, we've been talking about this for a while. Wholesalers aren't just saying, oh, prices are down, let's charge more money. The fact is, wholesalers like myself and guys that buy from wholesalers and retailers are having a hard time finding this product. 1,000-ounce bars are available, but they are not saleable at all. And even the price of 1,000-ounce bars, the premium on those have gone way up significantly. So what's to say? Why there are plenty of 1,000-ounce silver bars available to the wholesale market, McGuire says they can't be had. They can only be had for much higher prices. Bullion banks, McGuire adds, continue to position themselves for higher gold prices to be prompted by the imposition of Basel III. I will probably watch the interview to kind of see how Basel III ties in the precious metals here. Might be worth the watch here for sure. Banking standards being put into effect June by the international settlements. It's about a 35-minute interview, and it can be viewed here on YouTube. Again, I think this should be part of your homework, guys. You should take a look at this every time you're doing a little bit of research on precious metals. What else do we have down here? I'm going to kind of back that and go to what else I saw here. GameStop, Yellen supports Yellen. Russia must barricade itself against dollars. Jim Rickards, the great reset is here. I love Jim Rickards. He is one of the biggest cheerleaders for precious metals out there. I kind of think he's like a perma bull. He always sees the double up bull market like right around the corner. But I like that. I like that. He's got a good attitude about precious metals. That's for sure. And Jim says, what does Jim say here? The great reset is here. We keep hearing about this reset. What does this reset look like? I mean, there's all kinds of people have all kinds of different views of what this reset is. But here we go. This is the gist of it and what I've heard mostly. Central banks are preparing to issue digital currencies to eliminate cash. The reset, I've heard, really has a lot to do with eliminating cash. But I can't see them doing that anytime soon. I know that's an ideal. That is an ideal to eliminate cash. However, there's people out there that are going to fall between the cracks and not going to have means, electronic means to cards or credit cards or ATM machines. And and the other problem with doing stuff electronically, and of course we live in Florida, so all my local Florida customers, and if you're listening in this area, and you know Florida has issues with power during hurricanes. I've been without power with like 3 weeks. And that's, there's no ATMs, there's no gas, the gas stations will take cash and stuff, but a lot of the gas stations didn't have internet access. So, I mean, I was out with 3 weeks. There are parts of Florida that have been out power for a month or more. Electronic digital currencies and digital payment systems are worthless in those times, completely worthless. This is why I don't understand anyone saying that we're going to go to a completely cashless society. It would be the stupidest things we ever did in the history of mankind as far as money goes, and that's my opinion. Rickards concludes the only solution is to use non-digital, non-bank store of wealth that cannot be traced. Again, here's my cheerleader Rickards talking about gold. Can't argue with them on that, though. Absolutely true. But the Great Reset, the idea that they're going to try to get us all take our paper money away, which is fiat bullshit anyway, but at least you have it in your hand. Again, I like things that I can hold in my hand and use. I don't like things that exist in cyberspace that I can't hold and that may not even really exist. So give me a dollar bill any day over a dollar digital credit, that's for sure. Let's move along to the next thing here, which is we talked about this week, that I think that the next biggest market, you saw the NASDAQ market kind of really go crazy in the last decade. So did the Dow Jones. But I think those markets are going to get hit at some point. And why? Because I believe we're going to see inflation in commodities. I think we're going to see commodity prices have just been so cheap for so long, especially silver. Silver is probably one of the cheapest commodities out there. And I think they know this. And this is the reason I think it just keeps getting monkey hammered in the paper prices, is because they are trying to cover some shorts. I think there's some big shorts out there in silver and gold still. And that's the reason, even though we see huge demand for physical product, that the paper prices are still artificially low. I believe they're being kept artificially low so these big bullion banks and other traders can get out of their short positions before gold and silver really takes off, and it's going to. I think the little silver squeeze thing that's been happening here, that maybe might have started with Reddit a little bit, but it's been going on a long time. I think Reddit was just like a little blip, but the silver squeeze, people say, well, that happened to Reddit. Bullshit. That happened. Silver squeeze has been going on for over a year now. Physical silver has been draining out of my store and every other retailer out there. The little Reddit thing kind of just even increased it just that much more. Took a little bit of silver off the market that much more. But overall, those Reddit type people that have short attention spans are off to something else, and the hardcore silver people and the people that understand commodities and silver and gold we're going to continue to buying like they have. So no, the short attention people really all they did is put a blip on our screen. The real bull market has been going on for quite some time, at least since 2016, in my opinion. And don't forget, silver had a 40% up last year. 40%, folks. So, this new year going into a couple months with a little softness, I'm happy with it. And I'm even happier that it held on to that 40%. Think about that. So, I really believe that this monkey hammering that we're seeing right here is a direct result of, the monkey hammering is a direct result of artificial pricing, artificial paper pricing to help these shorts get out of their positions. That's my opinion. They're trying to accumulate physical to get out of their positions. And that's why you're seeing the paper prices get monkey hammered. And that's why you're seeing me creating a spot price that I've been doing for the last week or so, based on product availability, the cheapest products, and wholesale prices of what people have to pay for them. A little complicated. I've gone over it a couple times. Give me a call if you want to know how I figure that. Oh boy, all in one breath. So Jim Rickards, JP. So JP Morgan says commodities may have just begun a new super cycle. I agree 100%. I think commodities, whether it's copper, whether it's corn, all these things, gas, you name it, have been way, way underpriced for the longest time. And I think we're going to see it play catch up here pretty soon, at the expense of other markets and at the expense of the dollar as well. Let's take a look at Zero Hedge. I didn't see too much on here. I saw two articles that were kind of funny, but nothing to do with precious metals. And again, I love Zero Hedge because unlike Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg, CNBC, all those other corporate mouthpieces that give you one viewpoint, and if you're lucky, you get a second viewpoint, but they make fun of that second viewpoint. I like Zero Hedge because it gives you different viewpoints, different narratives, and you get to be the judge on what you want to believe. That's one of the reasons. It's like a news hub. And again, different guys have different opinions, and I liked it. I like being able to pick my narrative and pick my opinion, not have it chosen for me. And that's what corporate news does, and that's what corporate media does. They pick your narrative for you. Let's take a look. Again, I didn't see anything really in here too much. Merchant vessel in the Gulf of Oman. Well, that could be war. That's actually could be a false flag. The British are trying to get in a war with Iran. I think they've been doing that for a little while anyway. But once the shooting starts, that's probably really good for gold, and obviously oil's going to shoot right through the roof. Let's take a look here. Bank of America. Oh, in my opinion, Bank of America sucks. Everyone ever here that has an account with them thinks they suck. That's just my opinion. Sorry. Rickards, the Great Reset. I guess we could have read that here, but again, you can get Zero Hedge for free. I pay $1 a day because you see, I don't have all those pop-up ads that are really annoying. Well, if you don't pay the $1 a day, you'll get all those really annoying pop-up ads. But the beauty of ZH, unlike all the other ones, is they don't make you pay. They just make you pay in watching ads. So if you want to watch no ads, you can pay $1 a day, or you can read these articles for free. You just have to look at ads. That's it. And I like ZH. And no, they do not pay me to say this. California collapsing, well, we knew that. Russia, and God, I hope we have good Russian relations for the next couple of years. We don't need another Cold War, especially with a superpower. We already got issues with China. Let's see here, taking a look, going down here, new bill. This was interesting. FBI aware of possible UFO spotting. Hey, I'm going to ask you, precious metal peoples out there, what would happen if all of a sudden a UFO landed? Do you think gold prices and silver prices would go up or down? What kind of shock do you think that would be to the system? I think gold prices would go right through the roof just out of fear, in my opinion. And who wants to own anything electronic? You watch these movies where the UFOs come down and they turn off the power grid and the internet grid. Then what you left with. So yeah, this is a great reason to own gold and silver in case the UFOs land, folks. So interesting story, too. There was a pilot that absolutely spotted, credible stuff. There's some weird stuff going on, but I tend to think that it's high-tech weapons and high-tech crap that we're not aware of. And it could be alien, who knows. Let's see, Boeing 77. Again, not too much in precious metals news today. And I'm going to go back up. Here. I don't know if this affects precious metals. Please let me know. Deeply unfair move. Baltimore strippers protest city COVID-19 restrictions. No, that's more out of fun. I just said I don't think this has any effect on the prices of metals. It was just funny. Anyways, not much going on. You don't see too much anything that says gold and silver anywhere here. Let me move on to the U.S. dollar today, and we're going to update that. There we go. One-day chart, 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. Again, I always look at this 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. thing. It kind of tells us what precious metals is going to do. So it looks like we've got some dollar strength here and then choppy sideways action. Normally, if you see this up like this on the dollar that continues to climb, you will see the inverse, inverted direction. Gold will do the opposite, go down. But oddly enough, we do see some dollar strength here today and then some choppy action sideways. But let's take a look at the continuous gold contract here. I like to use this only because it does follow the spot price kind of close, and it does. I do like the chart, and I like Market Watch better than I like looking at the Wall Street Journal stuff. One-day chart again, 4 a.m. Choppy action. Really, there doesn't seem to be much of a connect or a disconnect between the two today. They seem to kind of be following each other somewhat.
Like yesterday, confounding to me, because again, usually this chart, when one does one thing, the other one does the other. But last couple days, it's just kind of they've been almost following each other to some weird degree. So don't ask me what that means. And again, if you're smarter than me and you can read these things, please make a comment below. I'd sure like to know, or talk about it. So let's move on to spot prices here. This morning's prices, I'm going to update this right here and see if it's up a little bit more. I suspect it might, no, down a couple bucks. Let's look at the ranges on gold. Monkey hammered again, like I said, and silver got pretty monkey hammered as well. Overnight, looks like trading since yesterday, a low of 1756. That's pretty damn low, actually. That's from where we've been, and a high of 1776. We're sitting somewhere in the middle right now at 1762. As I said, folks, this is just paper monkey hammering. Provides you a good opportunity to buy the dips, and if you're not buying the dips, you're already bought in. Do not panic. Don't go selling your, oh my God, gold's going to crash, silver's going to crash. Nothing of a sort. We may see a mini crash, but if we see a mini crash in gold, silver, and platinum, that means the entire marketplace collapse. That's another 2008 calamity. And when you get those major crashes, economic crashes like we had in '08, you will definitely see a crash in gold and silver prices. It'll be temporary. Highly unlikely you will be able to buy the dips because no product will be available. I've already seen it happen once in 2008. So you may see another crash, but you probably won't be able to trade on it. And whatever you do, do not sell into it. If you're able to buy into any mini crash that we may see as a result of the economy taking a shit, don't sell into that crash. In fact, if metals crashes with the entire economy, it's really, really super temporary, folks. And again, try to buy at those numbers, but it's highly unlikely you will be able to. Same thing with silver, same thing with platinum. Look at this range, 2664 to 2761. Silver's back to doing its $1 and $2 thing, and I kind of like that. It's a little healthy. It was weird. Silver was just kind of very static there for 27 range, 2680, 27. It's just not any big movements like it was doing for a while. $1 and $2 movements up and down like it did last year and like it has parts of this year. Very quiet last week for some reason. Platinum. Kind of disappointing because platinum had hit that, look at that, a low 1182. Platinum had hit as high as 13, higher than 13 about a week or two ago. So platinum taking it on the chin as well. There is platinum available out there, and the prices aren't too bad though, folks. So I love platinum at this level. If you can load up on platinum, and I do have some good deals on platinum bars, by the way, at this 1200 level, it's great. I mean, I think, what was it, a couple weeks ago, like I said, 1300 and change. And we could see lower prices. Remember, these are paper prices. So don't panic. Don't sell your stuff thinking you're seeing, the market collapsing. And there's nothing of a sort. These dollar, the increase in the dollar, or the dollar's buying power, when you see the dollar index go up, or when they increase interest rates a little bit, they pay out a little bit more in treasuries. It's temporary, folks. It's like, every time they stick their finger in one hole to block, the dam from bursting, another hole burst out. So really, these short little bumps you see down in precious metals are two things. It's dollar related and treasury related, and it's also monkey hammered quite often. So that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. And as far as palladium go, who cares? Nobody asked me for it, and that damn metal just kind of sits at that price. I don't know what it does. Well, the real gold prices, based on a formula that I've come up with here, in my opinion, currently gold, it might be $2 higher than that, but I believe the real gold prices are sitting around $17.90 right now, based on what you can get real physical product at, and based on what it's always been sold at in the past. I got a little formula I'm doing, and the real silver physical price should really be about $29 an ounce right now, or higher. Actually, I think these prices are way too low to start with. But again, I'm just creating a difference between what we were paying wholesale in the past and what we're paying now, and I'm just adding that to the price of spot paper prices. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I think it's pretty cool, and it certainly looks more encouraging than that ridiculous spot prices they're showing that you can't buy at. You can't buy for those levels. Best deal out there right now I have is Valcombi Swiss Gold Bars. Man, I can get you these things for anywhere from probably as low as $60 over spot and as high as $90 over spot. If you're going to buy 1,000, I can put in an order for like 1,000 of these things and get them at 60 or less for you. Smaller quantities, if you're buying less than 10 ounces, you're going to pay closer to $90 per ounce. Yes, folks, I'm sorry to say it, but quantity does make a difference when you're buying this stuff. Yeah, but it makes a difference when you're buying just about everything, too. The other great deal out there, besides the bars, if you don't like bars, Maple Leafs are still the best deal out there, and I got a great deal on Maple Leafs. As I said, I can always beat any of the online sellers, the big sellers. I can beat SD Bullion, I can beat APMEX Bullion, and I can beat JM Bullion. I consider those three to be the big three out there, and I can beat their prices anytime. But remember, I am a brick and mortar place only, so I can only sell here in the store. We do cash and carry sales up to 10,000, over 10,000 checks only. With proper ID. So, hey, I just forgot to tell you before you got here. However, I always recommend buy local. If you don't live in my area and you live outside this area and you're watching my videos, and by the way, thanks for watching. I'd like to tell you, buy local if you can. Spend it in your town. Keep it in your city or your county. Even if you can, keep it in your state. If you got to make an hour drive to find a good coin and precious metal dealer, do it. And the reason I'm saying this, again, I'm big on small businesses, and small businesses are going away pretty fast. So, keep your local small business busy. Stop buying stuff online when you don't have to. Take a drive across town. Go buy some tires across town. Quit ordering stuff from these big corporate behemoths that are putting your towns out of business. So buy local when you can. However, if you don't have a good local precious metal dealers, APMEX, SD, and JM, I believe, are good legitimate companies, and their prices are pretty good, even though I can beat them. So I'm shamelessly plugging myself. I'm sorry. So next best thing out there as far as silver, or the best thing for silver right now, is still generics. I believe I can get you generics. Again, quantity is really a big thing. Huge quantities, I can probably get you generics as cheap as probably $3.75, $4. No, probably like $4 an ounce. $3.75 to $4.50. The maximum you're going to pay, though, is if you're buying under over 100 ounces from a spot plus $4.50. I think all the big online sellers are well over $5 an ounce over spot on these things. Also, I have good access to Valcambi, which is a great product. Valcambi Swiss silver bars now, but they're 100 ounces. Give me a call at my store. Again, buy local, folks, if you can. If you can't, and you have to order online, those three guys are pretty good, in my opinion. Well, that's really about it. This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. Let's look at that picture one more time. Oh, no, adult language. Sorry about the adult language today. I hope the kids didn't hear any of that. So, my picture's static, or I'm not going to refresh it. Well, as I said, Brian Kuzmar, Commercial Rare Coins, Precious Metals. We're open 10 to 4, Mondays through Fridays. Call me anytime at 954-493-8811 to ask what the best deal of the day is, or spot prices, or any other questions you may have that helps make you a smarter buyer and helps me sell to you easier. So, that's really about it. If anything crazy happens in today, with today's prices, I kind of think we're just going to see about status quo for the rest of the day. Who knows what's going to happen on Monday? I'm not even going to make that call. If you know, for the last several months, I've always kind of said, I think this is going to do this tomorrow. I think it's going to do that tomorrow, but no. However, you know what I haven't brought out in a while? And if you made it this far in the report, I had brought out the lucky bull and bear coin. So what does the bull and bear coin think Monday's going to do? Remember, this is not my opinion. Alrighty. Doesn't look good for Monday, folks. The coin says we'll see a bear on Monday. But again, great opportunity to buy. Do not consider selling. Hey, good day, and talk to you soon.